Welcome back to Fort Lewis. Today we are repotting my 2-year-old Monstera plant. She has grown gangbusters in this self-watering pot, but I think the roots have penetrated the pot or it just started leaking, and so we're upgrading her to terracotta. This thing is a beast. I'm nervous about this. It may be a fail, but it could be a success. We'll see what happens. I've got the Monstera barely supported by this trellis. It's tied up, so I've got to snip that out first and see if I can get it out without totally collapsing the plant. The Monstera will make these aerial roots. In the wild, they grow in trees, and these roots help keep the Monstera attached to the tree. But in an environment like this, it's just trying to find any kind of support it can. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and snip some of these. Alright, this might be a two-person job. The next step is to fill the pot with some soil, and then I'm going to try to put the trellis in first, and then the Monstera will come out of the pot. I probably should have put the dirt in first. That's okay. Give me a second and we'll get there. I'm nervous. Okay, so we're gonna try to get her out. I'm gonna first try to just lift it. Okay, that's not gonna work. So maybe, I'm nervous about breaking too much of her. It roots really easily. I'm gonna have to dig it out. You can root it in water just by clipping a little bit of it. So I've got some started just in case I totally mess this up. Okay, I may have to rip up the pot. Oh, holy cow. Well, this is the problem. This is crazy. There are the roots. I don't see crack. I'm not sure why it's been losing water. I might try to just, maybe I can cut it. Okay, I'm gonna cut it out. I've got a utility knife. Wow, this thing is incredibly root bound. I think if I lose these roots, I might be okay because it's jam-packed in here. Okay, I had an intervention. Jason came to do a little work. We're free. I lost substantial roots, but check her out. This thing was completely root bound. She didn't look so happy the last couple of days. I thought it's because we had watering problems, but it may just be that she needed more room. So my original idea was to put this in the middle and lean her against it, but this is a giant mass that I'm not going to be able to manipulate too much. So I think instead I'll put the stand in the very back and use this to hopefully kind of guide her up. Oh, mama. Okay, we're in. She doesn't look a ton better, but what I think I'm gonna do is just finish filling this full of dirt, clip it a little bit, do some trimming, and then try to get this beast back in the house. If you guys have any tips on how to pamper and nurture your Monstera so that they don't get so root bound and they stay healthy and happy, please let me know. This is one of my favorite plants, even though she is such a beast. Hopefully she likes her new house. Okay, so we are potted and we're in our new home. The space already looks better. It's taller than it was, and I think she's gonna be really happy. All of these leaves were facing the window, but we've turned her, and so eventually these will all sort of flip back in that direction, but this might help kind of even her out a little bit. I thought that I would break a bunch of her off in the repotting process. It's surprisingly hardy. We didn't lose a single bit of it. I am gonna trim a few errant leaves and then root them for some friends and family. I did this one in water about 3 weeks ago in anticipation of this process, just in case I lost a bunch, but I didn't. But look how healthy and hardy that is, and it was super easy to do. I just cut it and stuck it in a vase. So if you're local and you'd like a cutting, I'd be happy to share with you. Anyways, okay, pretty successful project. I was really nervous about it and I thought this was gonna suck, but it turned out okay. Thank you for following along. We'll have lots more planting, potting, up potting, starting videos in the future, so stay tuned. You can subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications, and leave me a comment below if you've got any Monstera tips. See you again at Fort Lewis real soon.